Today on the TMZ Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton and joining me today is Nikki Hendry. How are you, Nikki?
I'm so good. It's Friday. You know what? Daylight savings this week really kicked my butt.
Oh, I thought it was a good thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like because when you get too much sleep, then you become even more tired throughout the day. I feel like I couldn't. I don't know. It's weird because when you get too much sleep, there's never any happy medium, right? You either get too less or too little. There's no perfect amount. Never jumping out of the bed spry.
Are you on today, though?
Yeah. Do I seem like it?
You seem on today.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to talk about the buzzcut heard around the world. We got special video of Harry Styles.
Yeah, this one broke the internet.
I know. You are our clearance. You buy our...
We were in part of that.
What did you... When this came across your desk, it's a big story, isn't it?
I'll tell you a story when we get to that story.
Okay, sounds good. We'll talk about Robert De Niro. The jury reached a verdict in his court case, so we'll tell you about that. But first, Keke Palmer filed for legal custody of her son with Darius Jackson, and she also filed a restraining order against him because he's allegedly been physically abusing her. He's only 8 months old, this son, but this has been quite a tumultuous week, quite a tumultuous past few months for these two.
Yeah. So according to the docs, she's asking the judge for full custody of her baby, and she, doesn't get into the details of why she decided to file, but it says that, she's willing to pay, the reasonable amount for the expenses of pregnancy and birth, but she wants the court to order Darius to assist her with attorney fees, expert fees, and a lot of people think that this fallout began when the Usher concert incident happened, right? When she was up there with Usher and he was like, but you're a mom though, and your outfit and all of these things.
Yeah, Darius shamed her for her outfit choice at the Usher concert, and it looked like that might have been the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Because ever since they've been, not going so hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the restraining order that she placed against him has, it details many instances of physical violence.
Yeah. And our new story that we actually just put up is it actually proves her theory. It actually goes against the theory that all this stemmed from the Usher concert, because she has footage allegedly from February of 2022 where he's choking and body slamming her that are in the exhibits of the court docs. This has been happening for a very long time, and the baby is only 8 months old. So this actually was happening before she got pregnant with the baby.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That is crazy. Because all I knew before this was that she had leveled these accusations against him.
Yeah.
While the baby was here.
Yeah.
She said that he threw her over a couch. He slapped her.
Yep.
All in the presence of the baby.
Yep. And there was even a point in, as I was reading the stories, there was a point where or I was reading the court docs, and it even says one incident where Darius was trying to change, I think his name is Leotis's diaper, and he got very frustrated because, babies don't sit still when you're changing their diapers when they're 8 months old. They're like, I don't want to get away, whatever. They hate it. So I guess was getting very physical with the baby, not to the point where she said it was, she kind of got in the middle of it. All of these instances she laid out was they got into a tug of war fight over the baby. She was like, give me the baby. He's like, no, I'm changing the diaper. So she, as a mom, her instincts just kicked in where she was like, this is it. Enough is enough. Because there's a point and a fine line between when you're in an abusive relationship and you kind of just say, it's happening to me. It's happening to me. It's fine. It's happening to me. Whatever happens with the woman or the man who's getting abused in the relationship, they kind of make excuses for why it's happening. Or they kind of sit there and take it because that's love. All of those things that you read about. But now her baby is involved. And I think she's one of the smart women who actually are seeing something happening. And now she's had enough, and it's not too late for her to get away.
Yeah, I think so. It's not about just her anymore.
Right.
She's got this son to care for. And if Darius is doing all of this in front of the baby, and I mean, if they're doing sort of a tug of war, it's just this is so bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully Kiki's okay and the baby's okay, because this recent filing of the restraining order comes on the heels of a big fight they had on November 5th, which was just last Sunday.
Wow.
and she supposedly has security footage of Darius breaking into her house and, I mean, getting violent. So this is just absolutely awful. We really feel for Keke because, man, to be a new mum and to be dealing with this, and as you say, it's been happening for years now.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
It is scary, but I'm glad that she is being very, very smart about it, and she is taking the proper steps to get help for not only herself, but now for her son as well. And it really does, it gets murky in a sense when you have a child with someone, because even though you're not feeling that and you're like, this person's a very bad person, there's going to come a point where this 8-month-old son may want to have a relationship with Darius down
Right.
the line, and it becomes hard for her to keep a son away from the father. But knowing all of this, I just really feel for her because, you know, she probably felt like she was in love. They started dating in 2021, so fairly new relationship in a sense, to have a baby and to have all of these other things factor into something you may have thought was going to be really good.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I dare say the custody, if all of these things are true, and it looks like they are, she'll get the custody.
Yeah.
She'll get the restraining order. I
Yeah.
mean, which is, it's only 100 yards.
I
Like,
know. And restraining orders, as much as I do understand why people get them, it's a piece of paper at the end
Yeah.
of the day.
People
you know?
break them all the time.
Exactly.
Okay, on to our next story. Robert De Niro loses big in
Yeah.
his court case. So I was really into this case, actually.
Oh, see, I wasn't.
Why not?
I don't know. I was like, oh, okay, the ex-assistant's going to have to pay something because she stole from Robert De Niro. Like, I didn't know all the nitty-gritty details.
Oh, I love the nitty-gritty details. I just loved that these two ladies were like basically fighting over Robert De Niro.
That's so wild to me.
I know. So if you'll remember, Robert was in a bit of court case with his ex-assistant, this lady named Chase Robinson. And part of the court case as well, featuring big, was Robert's new girlfriend, Tiffany Chen, who he also has a baby with.
Yeah.
He's 80, she's 45, or
Yeah.
not far off.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, these Tiffany and Chase, they were both sort of beefing for. It seemed like vying for Robert's affections in a certain sort of way, even though one's just a girlfriend and one's an assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, Robert's when Chase left, Robert and his company sued her.
Yeah.
Because they said she was embezzling money, she was doing all these sorts of things. And so she sued him and his company right back for double what she sued back for $12 million. Well, today or yesterday, she was awarded $1.2 million and he was awarded nothing. So the embezzlement fell flat. The jury didn't agree with that. But her claims of gender discrimination, like she had to scratch his back and do all of these.
No way.
Yeah, she had this 80-year-old man's back. So like she had to do all of these things. She was like his work wife.
Oh.
So the jury found, in favor of her, which is stunning because I mean a lot of people would have thought that it would go the other way
I'm
around.
like, whatever. She'll probably have to pay something, because sometimes they do always, when it's assistant celebrity cases, they kind of always do tend to side with the celebrities, I guess.
Often.
The fact that she had to scratch his back, though, and you know what? And now and there's also something in here where he was like calling her a spoiled brat and like basically.
It was the internal emails and texts and that sort of stuff between
Yeah.
Tiffany and Robert, which got him in the end because Tiffany wanted the assistant out. She was saying, "Get her out."
Oh, so maybe it was Tiffany who came in.
So I mean, I think there was provably sort of like an unfair dismissal because it wasn't based on anything she was doing professionally. It was about the nature of Chase's relationship with Robert. They were too close for Tiffany's liking.
Wow.
This is like a Netflix series,
This
right?
is. Wow, it writes itself.
So you weren't into the court case before, ever kind of sold?
No, but now, did you see me the whole time looking at you? I was like, wow. Like you really did sell it real well.
I'm just surprised that this didn't settle before the court case because this has been such an ugly look for Robert and his company, Canal Productions, which the assistant was helping with. It's such a bad look because it exposed all their private emails and texts, and it just like makes him look like not nasty
Well,
guy.
yeah, especially if, he was also, getting hit with the claims of like gender discrimination and things like that. And now you're not going to want to work for Robert De Niro. It kind of casts a really crappy light on him.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, that's tough though when you get with someone, you have a partner and they don't like someone. I mean, I'm even reading on here some of the things that Tiffany Chen said on the stand. She said that Chase Robinson was a psychotic single white woman, called her a sociopath. Like what? Or no, sorry, Robinson then countered and called Chen a sociopath. So this is definitely what you said. It was both ladies fighting over Robert De Niro's attention and money and all the things. And Tiffany Chen, she one-upped her.
I know.
She was like, let me get pregnant, baby.
yeah. But I mean, it's all solved now. I'm not sure, if Tiffany will have a problem with the next assistant. It's like if you had like a handsome young man as Nikki's assistant, your assistant.
Yeah.
And then you got a boyfriend and they're probably like, you're a bit too close to them.
No, for sure. Insecurities come out in really weird situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like we were talking about, not to make light of the situation, but when Darius was attacking, Keke Palmer in our previous story about the way her outfit.
Yeah, her outfit.
Her outfit. The jealousy that was stemming there. So I don't know. It comes out in weird situations.
People be petty when it comes to love.
Heck yeah.
Really petty.
We go for the jugular when it comes to love. Like people have no holds bar. Like they're just going straight for the jugular.
Absolutely. Okay. On to our final story. We don't usually cover haircuts as a big story on the podcast.
True.
But this one, for some reason, went worldwide.
Well, because Harry Styles is known for his luscious, beautiful hair.
Okay, yeah. Harry Styles, he debuted a buzz cut at the Vegas Sphere while watching U2.
Yep.
And he was with his new girlfriend, Taylor Russell.
Yeah.
So there are a few different layers to unpack there.
Yes.
Firstly, known for his luscious looks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's an interesting decision when, you just decide to get rid of it all. Is it for a role?
Well,
is it for the girl?
There's been a lot of speculation on TikTok and Twitter that he is actually balding. And that all of the things that he wears, like his beautiful, luscious hair, is actually a wig. Because his hairline was so bad. I swear to God. That's why so my department, like you said, is in charge of obtaining photos and videos from tipsters and paparazzi agencies. So when this tip came across our desk, we looked into it. And shout out to my coworker, Jen, who actually was in talks with this tipster. And the tipster was just pitching it to us like, with Taylor Russell at the U2 concert, yada, yada, yada. So Jen gets the footage and we start looking at it, and we notice he's bald. Like he had shaved his head, and everyone in the newsroom was set ablaze because we were like, he shaved his head.
Oh, the tipster didn't even give
the tipster really didn't even
know about the buzz.
They're like, yeah, I was U2 for my birthday, and I was sitting next to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Oh my gosh,
everything comes back to Taylor Swift, doesn't it?
Harry Styles and Taylor Russell,
right?
At the U2 concert, and then it was just like we were all like, but this person didn't mention that he shaved his head.
Right. I mean, there's just so much on TikTok when I scroll about this one thing. Like, why do people care so much? But yeah, I mean, a buzz cut, it looks kind of nice. It looks fine. It looks fine. It looks good.
I don't think it does.
Oh, you don't think it looks good?
I don't know. I like, when people become famous for something, whether it's a certain attribute of them or a talent or a role they're in, people always go back to that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now. I feel like Harry Styles, I only know him from One Direction and how he is normally on his own solo tours and stuff with the beautiful, luscious locks.
Mm.
And now he's got nothing.
Mm. I don't think I'll ever shave my head now on the back of this. Like,
Didn't you used to fade the sides and do like a man bun?
Yeah, like ages ago. No, I didn't fade the sides.
That was single Charlie.
I didn't fade the sides to man bun. That's lame.
Oh, I thought you did. When you first came here, you
were
actually very well polished.
I was polished?
Yeah.
Said no one ever.
No, like you actually had your hair back, didn't have holes in your clothes.
What has happened?
What you got married, you're washed now, and you have a daughter. Like your priorities aren't yourself anymore. It's your wife and your daughter.
Oh, I like that spin.
Yeah,
I like
got
that
you.
spin.
Don't worry.
Because I'm so selfless, I look so bad. That's the reason.
I didn't mean to spin this on you. I really didn't, but
But also, he's with this beautiful Canadian starlet, Taylor Russell. Doing a deep dive on her was just my pleasure. Like, she is so gorgeous, but in like a classic way. Like I think that they suit each other. She's a bit alternative.
Yeah.
She's Canadian, but she's got a parent of Jamaican descent and a parent of some other descent. She's
beautiful. And is she an actress?
She's an actress.
She's
too.
been in a few Netflix films or something.
Yeah,
like
she's
that,
been in
or
a few
Netflix shows?
films that I didn't personally recognize.
I didn't recognize him either. So I think this is good for Prince Harry. Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
I told you the time change messed me up.
Yeah, for real.
Harry Styles needs someone I think who's like cool, under the radar. You know,
Yeah.
he's the star of the relationship. He's the star in the whole entire world. It's really hard to be with someone that high of a celebrity if you're that same thing. I feel
Well,
like it tends to be-
maybe that's why him and Olivia Wilde didn't sort of work out.
That is true, but also she was going through a lot with Jason Sudeikis. And
I hope
all
her
that
and Jason
stuff.
Sudeikis get back together.
I know.
Just
It
PS.
was, okay. But anyway, back to, I was going to say something about Taylor Russell, but you know what, where my brain is fried today. So
Your brain is
I mean-
fried. We should have replaced you. Like at the start, we should just like, just get out. Quick, Nikki, get
I know
out.
what
We'll
I
get
was
someone
gonna-
in quickly.
Yeah, I know what I was going to say. Do you think she was the one who like motivated him to just like go with it and like buzz his hair?
Yes. Yes.
You didn't hesitate 1 second.
Well, it's just like girls have the veto power or the pressure power. Like she either signed off on it or she was the one who planted the idea in his head. Like he couldn't be shaving his head if she wasn't down. Like she wouldn't let him. You know what I mean?
I don't know if we can say this, but I don't think she has the veto power. I think she's got the pussy power.
Oh, wow. We can say that.
Bleep me.
I like that saying as well. That needs to be a bumper sticker or something. And also, finally, they're at this Vegas Sphere. which
Have
is
you
like-
been there?
I haven't, but like that's all I see on TikTok as well. Just pictures of this Vegas
The
Sphere.
amount of times they change the outside photos and like it's like so crazy because it's right off of like I think their main like street.
The strip, the
the
strip.
strip. And so it's like you're driving, you see a cat face like on this big sphere.
I
and
know
stuff.
people
It's
post like it
wild.
looking at them in their hotel rooms. But so there's all of these lights outside and then
Yes.
there's all of these lights inside as well.
Yes.
It's,
Mhm.
I mean, I don't even know what to make of it.
I wonder how loud it is. Like, does it close? Or do they keep the sphere open when
I
you're
think-
doing a concert?
I think
or
the
is it like
Sphere's
an
always
extra-
closed.
Yeah, I think so too because they have those big monitors. I know Charles went to it.
To the U2
Yeah.
U2 concert.
And he
of
said it
course
was
U2.
insane. But also, would you get like really like those virtual reality headsets?
Oh, you
or
get a bit
whatever?
dizzy and stuff?
Yeah, like I think everywhere you look, there's like no sense of like, wow, am I sitting? Am I standing? What's happening?
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to go there. Oh, I'd love to go there to see a concert. Not U2 probably. Not U2.
Oh, wow.
Nah, it's more for Charles than me.
Yeah.
A bit late. I'm not going to see U2 or Coldplay or something like that there. Something cool. All right. Wasn't even a joke, really. Okay. Thank you. What is going on with you, Nikki?
I don't know.
You've lost
I
it.
told you daylight savings really messed me up this week.
For real. For real. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me today, Nikki.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.